Alright everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to the online career mode. Last episode we left off just as we reached November, so that's just pretty much going to be where we're going to be carrying on from today. That's how she's looking. Got 2 online games this month, one being a league game against Seth's Mansfield, and the other one being the Checkatrade Trophy, where I'm playing Owen's MK Dons. So we're just going to get things kicked off here with our first game, which is going to be a game we're actually playing, because we're away and we're against Charlton Athletic. The way I've lined up this game, I've got Branco on the right wing, Canos on the left, switching up a little bit, with Traore, Jones and Banks playing in the midfield 3, as we've now switched to the 4-3-3 attack. So into it we go. We're on the first attack here, we feed it on through to Branco. The shot though, not quite what we wanted, and then now Charlton have their own attack going. It's a cross, and it's a goal. So quite an unlucky start, but we do get another chance going. This time it's Sergi Canos, he takes the finesse shot, it looks like it's in, but it's just wide. Fractions there. And then Charlton fancy themselves another cross. This time though the header is saved quite neatly by Grabara. In the second half though, pretty much from kickoff, we get down the wing ourselves, we get the cross in, Torres goes for the volley and manages to put it away. So now that we're level, we're going to keep on going for it. This time it's Canos, he's dancing around a few people, rolls it back at Torres, but it is straight into the keeper. And the rebound, Branco goes for it, but again, my finishing is just off this game. And now I'm trying to defend off Charlton, but the ball does eventually roll out into some space, and it is just absolutely smashed past the keeper. Now we're down 2-1 again, but now I've got Torres, he chips it on. Branco is absolutely away here. No one's catching him. Don't have the acceleration, but I've been training up with sprint speed. And, I mean, I would feel bad about that, but it's computer, so I don't. Score a trumpy goal with Canos, and we're level. And yeah, Charlton again, they're going for these crosses. This time the header is one on the near post, but it just hits the post. So a bit of luck did go our way that time. And in the 90th minute, Branco's trying to get past him, cuts it back. I try and cross it in, but it's just poor. Does bounce about a bit dodgy though. Bakayo, he does win out and put it back in. Torres goes to the bicycle kick. But yeah, he misses and the whistle blows. A 2-2 away draw isn't the worst thing. And we'll see the results here after this quick training session where, as you see there, Traore, if he was able to get his act together, he'd probably be on 68 by now. But the rest of the League 1 results there. Callum won his game. Seth lost to Rotherham. And Will ended up drawing 1-1. Callum, who, as you would have saw at the start of the episode there, he was tied on points with Seth. He's now hopped 3 points clear. And before we get back into the actual gameplay, round 1 of the FA Cup was played out. I don't know why I wasn't entered in it, but I started in round 2 this season. I got the free pass for some reason. But yeah, you can see the results. Seth was the only one to go out there, he lost 1-0 to Stevenage. But there are going to be 5 of us in round 2 when I eventually get my first game. And now we're going to hop into the Checkatrade area quarterfinals, where it's me versus MK Dons, which, as I said at the start, is an online game. It is me versus Owen, so we will just quickly hop into that.
Oh, I need to create my youth goalkeeper and add him to the team.
So I got Izzo for now?
Yeah, because he's still 15 and I need to wait till he's 16 to sign him.
Oh, Honda. That's going to be a goal, isn't it?
His left foot's abysmal. He's acrobatic, I would say.
That's a cheap goal.
He wouldn't play for the rest of the year.
Oh, that's
And he's probably telling the truth.
He is. He just doesn't give fuck.
Whoa!
What a
finish! Jack!
Oh, Manny KO just stepped way away. That was hard to say.
The fuck's Robert?
That was chaotic.
I just want to get 1 goal to make it interesting, so it's good for the video.
Oh, I scored that screamer. Oh, fuck.
Fuck, Andy.
Who's that? Borden. Borden. I will send you back to City.
My keeper is so slow to come out for that. That's on.
Oh my god. GG.
Good game. Alright, so a decent win there to send us in the Checkatrade area semi-finals. The rest of the results as well. Callum went through against Southend, and Will, who is the current holder of the Checkatrade trophy because he won it last season, he went through against Scunthorpe. And that does run through their next league game, which is another online game, which is against Seth. Let's get into that.
What? No, my defense is down. Your defense is up.
Wait, no, I've got attack up and defense down. You've got attack up and nothing else. But is it different for both of us?
Yeah.
That's a little odd. Oh no, I don't have a tall player. Oh. Oh. Oh, why'd it go that high? Oh.
Whoa. Fuck off, Fernando Torres.
Fernando!
Fernando Torres.
Finale looks like Jesus.
Yeah, he kind of does, eh?
Papa.
I looked in the fridge earlier and seen no cake, so I've been
you
for one.
dumb fuck.
I mean, cheesecake.
How did you let that go through?
How is that went through his leg?
Fuck you, Brewster, fuck you.
Oh, he's got an actual face. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, you look cute as fuck. I could have sweat that.
Oh no! He cracked that at him.
What's that?
Oh shit.
I had to have scored that. Holy fucking shit. If I didn't score that, I was gonna scream.
Put
Holy
it top
shit.
corner.
Holy fuck. Why'd he bins it? Unfortunately.
That's a piss take right there. Imagine.
Holy fucking shit, man.
Like he shanked that one wide too, look at that.
That is that smelly cunt. That was yellow.
What was that?
Yeah.
Oh!
JJ, you've won. Oh, you fucked it. You fucked it.
What happened to him? Oh no, the whistle did not
Yeah,
blow
let's
there.
get it out of there. Oh,
Let's get it back in there.
whistle did not blow there.
Good game. Alright, so a 1-1 draw. Not doing the best in these online games this season, am I? But we'll keep on moving on. We haven't lost a game this episode yet. And the other results, Callum and Will both won their games. Callum against Luton and Will against Blackburn. And now we're back in the actual career menus. And our next game is against Scunthorpe. We're away in that game. But I do have to sim it because I've played all the games I can this month. So into that we go. This time we've got Russo starting in Cam, with Traore on the bench. They're pretty much the main two players that I swap about because they're both quality. And in this game we do go 1-0 down in the 3rd minute. To Ojo. I don't know if that's Shea Ojo or it's another Ojo that Scunthorpe have, but we'll concede to him. And then in the second half, in the 61st minute, they score their second. And yeah, that ends the match for us, 2-0 loss. And the results, Callum 1-1, Sefter 2-2, and Will lost 1-0. So an all-round disaster for the 4 of us. That doesn't happen often. And yeah, straight in your next game, we're home against Bradford, simming it again. Need to get back on the winning form. And 6 minutes in, Sergio Branco gets the first goal for us. He is well up for it. And in the second half, a Camry comes up for Sergio Canos and scores our second. So yes, we do win 2-0 on that one. And in the results, Seth also won 3-0. And Callum and Will played their online game, which was a 2-2 draw. And now we're up to our last game of November. It's away, we're simming it. It's lined up for a disaster again, and we're against Preston. It's 9 minutes in, Ledson scores. We're 1-0 down. But in the second half, in the 61st minute, Ferran Torres equalises. And I'm hoping they get a cheeky goal in just to win it. But at the same time, just hoping not to concede. We don't get the winning goal, but we do get the 1-0 draw. And again, the results, everyone else won their games. But yet, now we're into December, you can see once again, it is a very busy month. 2 cup games early on, and in the last week we've got 3 games in 5 days, so the players are going to be knackered. We do have our first round, but actual round 2 of the FA Cup, we're against Rotherham, and then the area semi-finals of the Checker Trophy, 3 days after that, against Peterborough. And yeah, for the first game we're against Shrewsbury, which is a home league game, and I do decide to play it. We can play 4 games this month, which should have done with how busy the month is. Pick a home game against Shrewsbury, we'll find out. But yeah, Branco gets the first chance in this game, cuts it back for Russo just to score a sitter pretty much. But as all AI teams do against us, the crosses come flying in. The first one here is met by Shrewsbury player, but it's wide. The first chance of the second half though comes Shrewsbury's way. The pass is played in, Boubacar can't get to it in time. Grabauer gets a touch to the shot, but it does still go in. Quite unfortunate that, as we do level things up, but in the 50th minute, we're through. Torres gets on the end of the ball, slots it away, and we're back in the lead. Now we're doing our usual thing of just not trying to concede, but at the same time, another goal would be absolutely perfect. And now Branco's in, rolls it across to Traore, hits it with the green time finish, and it's off the inside of the post, but just not into the net. But we're able to control this match from here on out, as I bring on El Kabir, just to get some extra pace in towards the last 10 minutes. And he does get some space to whip across. Banks is there, and he wraps the game up, and we win 3-1. And the other League 1 games, Will won 3-0 against Wickham, Callum 2-1 against Coventry, and Seth 1-1 with Peterborough. Now it is time for the FA Cup. We're away to Rotherham, but we would have been playing it regardless. I want to try and do as well as possible in the FA Cup. I switched it up a little bit with my team, used some players that I haven't really been using as often, but I think they're worth a shout. I'm confident I can try my best and win it. I know I'm struggling. I've got good players on the bench to bring on. I've got Camdy up top instead of Torres, El Kabir on the right instead of Canos, and Cervania, who I'm planning on selling, but he's full stamina. Russo and Trower are kind of knackered at the moment. And then in the 10th minute, a Camdy plays it on to Branko, who does what he does best, finds the top corner on his left foot. Brilliant start for us. Now we're in again, this time it's a Camdy. He takes a shot, but it does go over. But now Rotherham are pushing through. They've turned us here. He does take a shot from the edge of the box. Gabar's there to save it though. But just before half time, Rotherham get across. As predictable as anything, they win the header, and it's 1-1. Now things start getting a little bit dodgy. At half time, we brought on some of the better players. Got Torres here. You can get the chance pretty quickly, but it is absolutely scuffed. Don't know how that happened. And about 10 minutes after that, we've got an attack coming against us. They take a shot. What a save that is. It was offside in the end, but still, what a save. Now we're in again. Torres is quite lucky to get on the end of that one, but El Kabir is in space just beside him. He takes the shot, brings back the flashback to his FIFA 12 silver card, and we're 2-1 up. And the game does end there. 2-1 the odds. We're through to round 3, so very happy with that. Another quick training session there. You can see that Canos and Grabara are both very close to the 75 minute mark, nearly becoming gold players. And everyone else who were in round 2 of the FA Cup did win their games. Now though, we're up to our next game, which is the Checkatrade area semi-final. We also will be playing it. Curtis Jones always come through there and say that he's not feeling up to it because he has been playing every game, to be fair to him. But he drop him out and bring Traore into his spot, play Russo and Cam as well, so it's not the worst thing to happen. We've got some quality in midfield now to back him up, and we'll do start a stronger team this time. Probably one of our strongest, apart from Curtis Jones obviously that is. And in this game, literally after kick-off, first chance comes by a cross from Peterborough. AI teams love a cross, what they do. But Grabara with another absolutely top class save. But Peterborough, they're not setting down easy. Here they are again, this time it's a shot from, I mean it's not a great angle, but the shot's decent. Grabara again making a good save. But now we got an attack on. Branko rolls in a beautiful cross there for Torres, but somehow that keeper has kept that out. Like what a save. Two good keepers this game. And now I've got a free kick. The main man Russo, he's got pretty decent stats for me. Takes the shot. It's a good free kick, but again, their keeper makes a save. But then disaster strikes. It's a corner for Peterborough. In it comes. Month doesn't quite get to it, and it's in at the near post. And we're trailing 1-0. But just before half time, some nice passes. Torres sends it on Russo, who does absolutely brilliant to finish that, to tie us up. And into the second half, Branko with a tidy fake shot there to open the space up, but the keeper again, he's closely unbeatable this game. Torres now tries the finesse shot, hits the bar, and yeah, you can see how it's going. We do bring on a Camdy here, bring Torres down to Cam, just have some more attacking options, but the inevitable happens. It's a cross from Peterborough, the header's won, and it goes in. So we're 2-1 down now in the 85th minute, and in the stoppage time we get time for one last chance. We whip our own cross in, El Kabir wins a header, but the keeper, he's just standing in the perfect position to save it, and yeah, we're out of the Checkatrade trophy. The rest of the results from that though, Will and Callum both went through, so that is Will and Callum both into their respective area finals. So we'll see if they end up meeting each other in the actual final, and that'll make things pretty interesting. But now we've got some transfer offers to deal with. We're outside of transfer windows, so we can't actually sign anyone yet, but we can pretty much sell them. So I'm trying to make some space here to get some money to spend, get an offer for Banks. They offer 340 grand. I try not to get 400 grand from them, and Cremona sign him. So we do have an extra 400 grand coming in January. But we may have to look for another centre mid because Banks was a top quality player for us. It took a bit of thinking, but yeah, I did decide to end up letting him go. And now we're up to our second league game of December. We're against Fleetwood, and we're away, and we're simming it. Even though I've accepted the offer, Banks is still playing, and Fleetwood do score the first goal, sadly. But shortly after it, Jones scores as well. And yeah, that's it for that game. We drew 1-1. The rest of the results, Callum and Seth won their games, and Will drew 1-1 with Plymouth. And after this quick training session where you can see there, Grabara has went up to a 75 rated goalkeeper now. We get another transfer offer. This time it's for Cervania. The guy was signed last season. It's an offer of 180 grand. I tried and asked for 210 grand. Wasn't successful. They came back 195 grand, and I was pretty much certain I was going to sell him. So I just accepted it. Just two pretty much central midfield playing players that I'm going to have to look for a replacement for. But for now, we've got another league game to play. We're playing this game. We're against Barnsley, and we're home. This time we've got Bremer playing. He hasn't played that many games this season. Curtis Jones very much replaced him, but he sits in nicely there for Banks. And yeah, the first chance of this game comes from Traore laying it off to Torres, who hits it on the first time finesse shot, gets the whip on it, but it is just wide. Would have been quite a nice goal that. But now it's Barnsley's turn. They've passed it straight through our guts pretty much there. Shot from a similar sort of place that Torres shot came from, and Garbara with an absolutely beautiful save. But Barnsley are going for it, I'll tell you that much. Got another chance here, just running the outside of my centre backs there. Take the shot, Garbara's there to save it once again. And we get a chance here. Branco goes in and swings for it after they get the ball from Traore. I mean, I'm claiming he's fouled there, but he obviously wasn't, so we didn't get anything for it. And now, towards the Traore, a nice thread pass in from him to Branco, who finishes it as calm as you like. Even after our transfers that we brought in, he's probably still up there for our best player. And to keep the ball rolling, a couple minutes after that, Curtis Jones finds some space on his weak foot, hits the finesse shot, and we've got a 2-goal lead. Button warrant here, not to fully switch off. Barnsley are in. This time the shot does find the back of the net. So we just need to try and buckle down and not concede a second. We've done that quite a few times. But Barnsley had the constant pressure on us. They play a pretty nice through ball in there, beat 3 players pretty much. And the shot again is an absolute rocket into that near post. And it's all tied up. So yeah, we've chucked it away. Absolutely unreal. We get a chance here though with Torres. He takes the fake shot, he's got some space, takes a shot, but it is just blocked. Really unlucky there because he probably would have scored that shot too. And getting close to stoppage time, again we've passed it around, got some space for Jones. And Jones gets a chance to shoot, so he does. But it's just over. And yeah, that is the end of that game. And the results, Seth, Callum and Will all won their games. So yeah, as I was saying last episode, it is pretty safe to say that they're the main 3 pushing for the title and the 2 automatic promotion spots. Me with my current form, I'm trying my best to get to the top 6. But yeah, now we're up to the last week of December, where it does get quite hectic. And just before we get into it, you can see there Slovenia has sold on for literal pennies, but it might help us in the January transfer window. But the first of the last 3 matches here is against Rotherham, and 4 minutes in, who else but Branco scores the first goal. Then Rotherham ball misses a penalty for them, where things are slightly going our way, and then in the 52nd minute our centre back Abubakar gets the second goal, which ends up winning the game for us. So that's a big away win, especially in the circumstances. And the results for that round, there was an online game there, it was Callum versus Seth, it was 0-0, and then Will beats Gunthorpe 1-0. And yeah, like 2 days later, Bristol Rovers come to us, but just before the game I have to rest a few players here because they're not going to survive for the third one. And even then we couldn't really do much because we didn't want to sacrifice the quality of some of the players, but we could bring in some decent midfielders there. Russo had to start this game, but I am still starting our full strength attack, and into this game we go. 2 minutes in, Curtis Jones 1-0 to us, and yep, literally that is all that happened in that game. Not even a card or a substitution, a goal from Jones and we win. A quick training session there, all A's. I definitely simmed that one. And the results, another online game there for Seth again. This time he was playing Will, which Will won 2-1, and then Callum with a 1-0 win this time against Charlton Athletic. And now into the last game of December, the last of this absolute chaotic period. Again, we're switching team out. This time we actually are resting Torres, because you can see there that like the sort of fitness they're on. Barely making it past half on game day. So it is a significantly weaker team. Rating wise, it's still pretty good. But in this game, 50 minutes in, Chaplin scores for Portsmouth. So unfortunately we don't get the first goal this time. But El Kabir does equalise just before half time. Then into the second half, Curtis, that same guy confused me last time, scores for Portsmouth. But Abubakar equalises a minute after. Monks does pick up an injury, but it's not a bad enough one to force a sub. And we do come away with that with a 2-2 draw, which, to be honest with you, bloody good. Compared to our forms the rest of the season that we've had, I'm perfectly fine with it. The injury that Monk got there, it's only 2 days, which is just fine. No need to worry. And the results, Callum won his game against Shrewsbury, and then Will and Seth both drew 1-1. So that little patch of 3 games took us toll on all of us there. And yeah, now we're into January. We're back in the transfer window, which we'll be doing next episode. And you can see there, the 3 players that I did sell have gone away, leaving us with 450k transfer budget, so we could potentially get something done here. And then we're going in here to the financial tab in our squad hub. We have 6 players within 6 months of their contract expiring, and I didn't want to waste too much money on replacing them. I did go in and do Caprice, get an extra year in his contract, because he's still a pretty good right back and our only backup for that position. You can see what we got him to sign on for there. It's not that much different than what he did have. We got him to sign a wage of like less than what he was on, but we did have to pay a couple of bonuses. Yeah, the other ones I'm sort of probably going to try and do are like El Kabir and stuff like that, but I'm going to wait till after the transfer window. I might try Alice as well, but because the rest of them aren't really worth that much, I might just save my money, not renew them, and just aim to replace them next season instead. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's it for this episode. I'll quickly go into the tables here, so we can see where everyone's at. Halfway into the season pretty much, just over that actually. First of all, League 1, the one I'm in, I'm sitting in 7th. I have improved from last episode. I'm 1 point away from the playoff spot, so it's not looking too bad. And the top 3 is the same as it was last time, Callum, Will and Seth. But now Callum is left ahead of second on 62 points, with Will in second on 54. And then League 2, Owen is still on top by quite a margin, and Wellesley's now just 2 points behind from the 3rd automatic promotion spot behind Lincoln and Bury. And yeah, next episode will be up very soon. It's going to be the transfer window, maybe a little bit more after that into February, but we'll have to see sort of how many deals get picked up and stuff like that. So I hope you will enjoy that. And yeah, as I say, that is it from me. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, it would be so massively appreciated if you drop a like on it. And also, I'll leave a link in the description and the end screen to the latest episode of the Pro Clubs Road to Division 1, along with the Pro Clubs Avengers, which is a really fun video. So if you haven't seen that, I want to go check it out. There's a link to that. But if not, that's all good. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Genuinely means so much to me. And I will see you next time.